Hi, welcome to Biological Basis of Behavior. This is Professor Henderson. I created this quick orientation just to give you some foundations to get you engaged in our course site. When you log on to Blackboard, you're going to see our course listed under your My Course listing in this little box right up here on this side. We are SP14 Psych 335. This is Spring 14 Psychology 335 Biological Basis of Behavior. Our course opens up into announcements. Now these will be here throughout the semester. Anything changes on the syllabus, anything changes in the timing of anything, it'll be posted here. One of the great aspects of this feature is that I'm also allowed to email you simultaneously this exact same information. Now what I've already done is I have sent you this greeting that you see here listed in announcements via email. Check your email, make sure and review that information that you have that. Paramount to this being an online class is getting you engaged in the first few days that our semester is active. Our semester is active January 21st, and you have to engage in this course. If you do not engage, you will be dropped from the course. Now, another big issue that we have with this being an online class, or another aspect to consider, is that we will be doing testing via proctor, which means that if you are not within a reasonable distance of Boise State University, you are going to have your 4-unit exams completely assessed in a proctored environment, which means another university or something similar. Information regarding proctoring and guidelines and information is all located through this link that we have on this announcement. So when you go into your course, this is going to be the announcements page. All of our navigations are located here on the left. Now these will actually grow throughout the semester because we'll be adding some more tools that we will be using. For now, you want to focus on announcements and of course the syllabus and schedule. I have the schedule set up in 2 different formats. The first format is a calendar, something very traditional, something that we see, every term. Our first week of classes starts the 19th, and while we're short technically 1 day, the university still considers this the first week of class. You must engage this week of class. In order for you to be successful, you need to engage. Now on our schedule, you'll see the date that classes begin. You'll also see our due dates for content. So Chapter 2, CH2 content is due by 11:59 p.m. Blackboard lists that as quote-unquote end of day. This information is all located right here. Our Unit 1 exam is active on a Monday. It's due on a Friday. Remember that this assessment must be proctored. If you're unable to make it to Boise State's campus and take your assessment in the testing center, you will need to have proctoring set up before the 3rd week of class. So we'll get on that and we'll get it done very, very quickly. You'll notice the due dates, again, exam availability. This is spring break. We have no content active or due during that time period, or at least due. I'll make sure and have the Chapter 8 content active. Review this. If you are married to, engaged to, or deeply committed to your smartphone, figure out what works for you and get this information entered. Any changes I make to the course schedule will be highlighted in yellow after the 3rd week of class. Okay, or pardon me, after the 2nd week of class. Any changes that I make will be highlighted in yellow, and I'll be sure to post an announcement. I've also posted an alternative to the schedule, which is a checklist. This is a summary of all of our things that will be due throughout each unit. So it's organized by unit, the week, the dates that these content is active, what you'll be reading, and the content that is due. You can use this. I created both of these to just work with whatever organizational style suits you the best. So be sure to check out that information. Now our syllabus is going to be quite detailed. Because this is an online course, we don't have the luxury of a face-to-face environment where I can specify or highlight anything that we walk through. For right now though, what you want to be doing is you want to be checking in, looking through the course description, what we are doing, how our course time is going to be spent, and our peer resources are also teaching assistant. As we move through the semester, this table will be filled out and we'll identify some teaching assistants and times at which you can meet with them via Skype, Hangouts, or through our Blackboard collaboration tool. Assessments are what your grade will be based upon. This first thing is a table that breaks down the percentages for each assessment and how information is delineated, participations. Each one of these italicized topics outlines one of the assessment types. So we have participations, corrective summaries, reading checks, activities, unit exams, and then here's some specific information on having those exams proctored. Down here is an example of the corrective summary, which you will notice is the highest point value in this class. So you want to make sure that you're doing those well, and I've provided you with a PDF example down here of what that would look like. Our syllabus also has our policies listed. This is how we're going to be engaging throughout the semester, your expectations that you should have of me, my expectations of you, how we'll be communicating, turning in assessments. Grading, very importantly, I do not offer plus minuses. That is not part of my academic repertoire. Any information that you want on how to challenge a grade, tracking your progress, makeup exams, sickness, and then academic dishonesty information. One of the things that I want to make sure that you notice is that if you disagree with any of the policies described within the syllabus or any of the assessment outlines, you want to be sure to drop the course. This course is also offered through Independent Study Idaho. If that is something that you would rather do, please be sure to do that. You want to be successful in this course, and the best way to do that is ensuring that you're comfortable with the policies and the assessments. I have a syllabus contract. It's a quick 3-item quiz that you need to take. You have to be 100% successful on this in order for you to gain access to any of our course units information. I have that information right here. Where is Unit 1? I explained to you that you need to complete the syllabus contract at the bottom of the syllabus schedule page. I also created a Unit 0. This is an opportunity for you to try out each one of the tools that we'll be using this semester. Here's a link to our syllabus. I provide you with a reading check. No, it's not for credit, but it's to give you sort of a format for how the assessments are done in this environment. Also, here's another link to the syllabus contract, which must be completed prior to Unit 1 being available to you. Also, we have some syllabus questions. This is the discussion board that you can access to post any questions. When you are creating a thread, you want to make sure and have the title of your thread be specific to your issue. That way, if another student has a similar question, they can look through those threads and identify if maybe somebody has already asked that question. Excellent way to utilize that tool. And then I have this time/timing survey that I would like for you to complete. This is a Qualtrics survey. It's independent. I've asked you to identify your name and your student ID number. That way I can check off that you did actually complete that assessment. I want you to indicate which days and times a day that you'll be able to dedicate to this course. This is a very time-intensive course. It's an online environment. You can just go through and click as many boxes as you want. If every day at 1 p.m. you're available, you can click each one of those boxes. Any combination of that is just fine. And then after you identify this information, I want you to total your hours for each day of the week, and then have a you'll have a running total. It is nice enough to actually add information for us, so you don't need to do the computations yourself. But please complete this. That way I can know and you can acknowledge what kind of time you have to dedicate to this class. If you have any questions, feel free to post them on our syllabus discussion board. I have already posted an introductory greeting. If you have time and the inclination, I would love for you to post an introduction of yourself as well. Any syllabus questions you have here, you can create a thread through that. Again, you can link through the discussion board using the link on the navigation bar. Well, I hope you enjoyed this very quick introduction to our course. I look forward to getting to know you throughout the semester, and I am thrilled to be your professor, especially on this topic. It's a really unique environment.